The sun shines brightly over a lush, green kingdom. In the distance, towering castles and distant mountains are visible. Prince Eldon, in early 20s, noble, determined, stands at the foot of a grand stone fountain in the courtyard of the castle, gazing at a map in his hands. His father, King Roderick, late 50s, wise but stern, approaches with a solemn expression. King Roderick, Eldon, you understand the gravity of this mission, don't you? Prince Eldon, the dragon's crown is the key to secure our kingdom's future, father. I know. He looks up from the map, eyes filled with determination. I'll find it. The dragons. They will obey once we have the crown. King Roderick, it's not just about obedience. The power of the crown is ancient. If you fail, it could mean the end of us all. The king places a hand on his son's shoulder, as though imparting his final words of advice. King Roderick, be careful, Eldon. The crown was lost for a reason. Prince Eldon nods, resolute, before turning to the stables where his horse waits. Prince Eldon, I won't fail you, father. Eldon rides through a dense, eerie forest, the trees twisting into shapes that almost seem to watch him. The air is thick with magic, and a low hum resonates in the distance. Suddenly, his horse comes to a halt, sensing something unusual. Prince Eldon whispers, "What is it, boy?" He dismounts and draws his sword, cautiously advancing. Prince Eldon, to himself, I've come too far to turn back now. From the trees emerges a massive dragon, its scales shimmering with an ethereal glow. Its eyes are deep pools of ancient wisdom, yet there's something unmistakably fierce in its gaze. Eldon takes a step back, raising his sword instinctively. Dragon, voice like thunder, yet calm, you seek the dragon's crown. Prince Eldon, I do. And I will claim it. The dragons will answer to me. The dragon tilts its head, studying Eldon. Dragon, answer to you, boy, oi. Who are you to command us? Prince Eldon, I am Prince Eldon of Arendelle. My father, King Roderick, sent me. The crown is meant to unite the dragons under our rule, to protect our kingdom. The dragon's massive wings rustle, a deep, knowing rumble filling the air. Dragon, the crown was never meant to be wielded by a human. You are not meant to control us, Prince Eldon. You seek power, but you do not understand its price. Eldon grips his sword tighter, his voice tinged with arrogance. Prince Eldon, I know what it's worth. The kingdom is at risk. My people are at risk. I must do this. Dragon, and yet, you fail to see what is truly at risk. The dragon steps closer, lowering its head to Eldon's level. Dragon, you would destroy everything you hold dear for a crown that does not belong to you. What if it is not the dragons you need to control, but your own heart? Eldon hesitates, confused and conflicted. Prince Eldon, what do you mean? The dragon's eyes soften for a brief moment, a flicker of something almost compassionate. Dragon, you are not the first to seek the crown. Others have tried. And those who were driven by fear or desire for control, they fell. What you seek is not power over dragons, but understanding of them. And in that, you will find your true strength. Eldon stands frozen, his sword lowering slightly. Prince Eldon, you speak of a different path. Dragon, one you are not yet ready to walk. But your journey has only just begun. The dragon slowly turns and starts to retreat into the forest, leaving Eldon with more questions than answers. Eldon watches it go, torn between his duty to his kingdom and the growing realization that there is more to this quest than he first thought. Eldon arrives at the mouth of an ancient cave, the lair where the dragon's crown is said to be hidden. The air is thick with magic. The crown is somewhere inside, but Eldon knows the dangers that lie ahead. As he steps into the dark cave, a voice echoes from the shadows. Dragon, from deep within the cave you have come. But are you ready to face the truth? Eldon tightens his grip on his sword and takes a deep breath. He looks at the crown in the distance, glowing faintly. Prince Eldon, I don't know. But I must. Eldon approaches the crown, resting atop a stone pedestal. As his hand reaches out to touch it, a fierce wind howls through the cave. Suddenly, the dragon reappears in front of him, blocking his path. "Dragon, you still don't understand, do you?" Eldon stands tall, his voice now filled with doubt. "Prince Eldon, I thought I did. I thought this was the only way. Dragon, the true power of the crown does not come from ruling us. It comes from an understanding far deeper than you could imagine. The crown binds you, Eldon. Not just to dragons, but to all of life. Your quest was never about control. It was about unity. But you must choose control the crown, or join the dragons in their bond with nature." Eldon looks at the crown, feeling its weight in the air, and finally, after a long pause, he slowly lowers his hand. "Prince Eldon, I don't know if I'm ready for this." The dragon watches him carefully, then gives a low, approving rumble. "Dragon, none of us are. But that is why we learn. Together." Eldon steps back from the crown, realizing his path is more complex than he had ever anticipated. He looks at the dragon, who nods in silent approval. The bond between them, tentative at first, is now beginning to form. As Eldon and the dragon stand together at the mouth of the lair, the first rays of dawn light up the sky. Eldon finally speaks, his voice resolute. "Prince Eldon, we will find another way. The way for dragons and the kingdom to live in peace." The dragon nods, its wings unfurling gracefully. "Dragon, and the journey of both our kinds begins. Now?" With that, they take to the skies, bound by a new understanding, a new alliance forged not in power, but in respect. Please like, share and subscribe.